What's going on YouTube? May 23rd today, coming to you live from Jersey. I'm gonna show you what the food forest looks like because it is getting
out of control. Why can't I forget it though? Damn, why can't I forget it though? Got it all figured out now, and this is out of control. Why can't I forget it though?
Look at the scenery in here, guys. Great place to be if you're a bird. It's a bird paradise. Look at that one, just as we said it. Beautiful. We love the birds coming in. We got the bird bath in here. Bill Mollison talks about it. Great fertilizer, dropping that phosphorus and potassium for us. We invite the birds. We don't want to be eating all our strawberries. We got a video out. We just put it on how to keep some of the birds away from pecking at your strawberries, but we invite the birds in. We love all life. Bring it all in it. Look at that one out there. He's watching us and we're watching it. So we got the apples right here. We got the grapes right behind that. You can see those grapes there. Strawberries underneath. A lot of strawberries ready. Been eating strawberries already, guys. So good. He's a nice little guy. Delicious. Right above that, peaches. I mean peaches, I'm talking peaches. Look how many peaches this thing has on it. I want to just let it go naturally and drop them on its own. But if there's too many, I'll have to take some off. But I've never seen so many on there. A lot of strawberries ready. It looks deceiving with the rocks, but there are a lot ready in there. Oh. Another one. Beautiful. I love this. Not much better than fresh strawberries in the spring, guy. If you don't grow them, you better start planting them. So little work, so delicious. Look at that peach tree too. Looking beautiful. There's a nectarine tree we put in last year, doing great. Getting bigger and bigger. See those red cups through there? If you guys watched last year, you know what that's about. I'm transplanting, I'm starting to get stuff out. Where the red cups are, that's where I transplanted a tomato. And I just haven't put a stake in yet. That's just keeping my label for me. Hazelnut. This one's a different variety than the other one. This one grows a little more compacted. The other one we got over to the right here is a different variety, but it grows a lot taller. Look at that, huge. Gotta be like 10 feet. Then we got the Red Delicious. Doing real well. I'm in the back of the fruit forest now, guys, enjoying the beautiful view, enjoying the getaway, the escape from the suburban setting that I live in. It's nice to hang out in here. It has that food forest feel. All the birds are always hanging out in here. They love it in here. Rabbits, little baby rabbits run around because they can slip through, but they don't do enough damage to actually hurt us. Just on the peas a little bit. Got a nice Almada red apple right here. It's looking beautiful. It's a young tree we just put in last year, but it's got a couple apples on it. These potatoes back here, all ones that we planted last year, planted and harvested at the same time. Look at that goji berry back there, guys. It's getting huge climbing up that fence. Looking beautiful. This is an old pear tree too. The oldest tree in the forest we got here. This little mini food forest, that's our oldest tree. Besides the mulberries that are over the top of us. Here's potatoes, more potatoes from last year. Apricot. Doing real well. Golden Delicious apple. See some birds flying out there. So much life in here. The past 2 years, especially this year, it's really turned the corner of just how much life actually is in here. Look at this Mount Morenci cherry. So many cherries on it. It's look like it's starting to drop some of them because it has so many. But it looks beautiful. Look at these raspberries back here. Oh my gosh. The sea of raspberries. It's gotten ridiculous. We had one or two super hot days where it just got hot real quick and burned the tips of these leaves. But that's all right. And the apricot tree in there is just like alone, like an island in the sea of raspberries. All the beans and everything are doing good. I added more varieties of raspberries to kind of switch up the genetics. There's a brazzleberry right there. Like a mini raspberry kind of deal. Beans and stuff are all looking great. Look at these radishes over here, guys. We're eating radishes. We got so many now. Boom. Radishes. As many as you could eat for us personally. So, we're eating them raw. The dogs are eating them, but we're also cooking them up with some butter, sauteing them. This is only one section. We got more sections everywhere else. Let me just show you guys what I'm looking at while I'm in here sitting down. There's another apple tree right here in front of me, covered in apples. You got that Bing cherry behind it, looking beautiful. To the right of me, I got this peach tree, loaded with peaches this year. This cycle pear has some pears on it this year too. And we're extending the food forest out into the chicken coop a little bit. We've got raspberries planted over here, blackberries that are flowering. And we're using that technique that I showed you guys in a different video, bedding the fence to keep the chickens out. Then we got a Japanese raisin tree in there. Young and looking weak, but we'll bring it back to good health. And here's the beds we put in, all lettuce and radishes and all different stuff. So many radishes, like I showed you just before. But here's the size of some of these white icicles. They're sharp though. I don't like to eat those raw. Here's a different radish. I'm not sure which variety radish this is. So all the beds are coming up really nicely. You can see a mixture of all different kinds of things in there. Lettuce and radish and everything. There's even some self-seeding tomatoes that came up I can see right here. Because we had tomatoes back here last year. Beds are doing real well. There's cucumbers planted along the edge here, along all the fence line. Starting to show some true leaves. That's always good. And a couple other things. Here's a new Liberty apple. I think it'll be a good spot. Do real well. Bringing over here, we got this Moon Glow pear. This is doing nicely. It's got a lot of pears on it. We do well with pears around here in New Jersey, the location I'm at. Here's things that everything in this garden so far is just self-seeded or perennial. We haven't put our annuals in this year. Here's some lemon balm. Here's a borage that actually just self-seeded. A number of them we have in the garden that's self-seeded. Here's echinacea I put in the ground last year. Sage is all flowering. What a beautiful flower it has. The smell on it is incredible too. And there's also lemon balm in there. Oh man, I love the flowers. Raspberries over here underneath some of the grapes. The grapes are doing great this year. Got so much fruit on them, we're gonna have to take some off. Here's all the transplants, guys. Everything getting ready to go in. Tomatoes are going in today. That's one of the reasons I wanted to show you guys what the garden's looking like, because everything's getting ready to go in. Look at this. I'll show you guys some of the tomatoes up close. Check out the tomatoes. There's not just a couple of them. We've got close to 100 right here. This size. Look at this guy. Beautiful. Ready to go in. Look at the roots coming out of that. Nice, white, beautiful roots. That's what you want to see, guys, not root bound. This is a tomato warrior. I'm not sure the exact name of the variety. I used this cup last year. You can see for black king eggplant. That's what you want the roots looking like. Right underneath the grapevine. And the south side right here is a Honeycrisp apple. It's got a couple nice apples on it this year. The blackberries in full bloom now. Should get a lot of blackberries this year. And it's extended itself as well over to here. There's some asparagus in the back there by the blackberries. Onions underneath them over there. Grapes, gotta have grapes along the fence line. More raspberries. Those are yellow and raspberries we just put in. Got more grapes to the left of the blackberries. And this is whole fence line is planted. You can see lettuce in the front, radishes in the middle. and then beans, and then peas along the fence line. Little polyculture. If you don't know that word, look it up. It's a good word. It's a good word to know because it's the opposite of monoculture, basically. But it'll help teach you a little bit about planting things, about companion planting. This goes a little bit beyond companion planting. This is like creating a sustainable forest, a sustainable system, self-replicating system, a food forest. The ultimate teacher, guys, is the forest. Look at the floor. That's the most important part, the ground of this whole system. The wood chips, the mulch, this is the most important part. Everything starts in the ground. Me and my brother have talked about it, and we basically boiled it down to two things. If you want to grow an incredible food forest, you want to have an amazing garden, what you're really doing is you're farming worms and you're farming fungus. Some beneficial bacteria and stuff too, obviously, but you're farming worms mainly and you're farming fungus. Create the perfect environment for those two, and then plant your stuff, guys. You're good to go. I couldn't be happier with the progress and how everything's coming, guys. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys following along, tuning in. I'll be posting videos, trying to be doing these weekly, show you guys the progression. Things are really going to change. Just imagine, I haven't even put my annuals in yet. Things are going to blow up. It's going to be incredible having all the tomatoes, the peppers, the eggplants, the basil, all that great stuff in here. So new videos coming out shortly, guys. We out.